Columbia lines. And, Tommy, that's where you miss that long kick by Presley that would win him in the end zone, probably.
They have worked on trying to get Bryson to get some height in those kickoffs, so when we don't get the depth, the long, deep kick, at least we'll be able to get some height and get our coverage people down there. I think they're probably going to be happy keeping them pinned inside the 30.
Cooper's the quarterback. They're going to wishbone this time. Wishbone set. They like to run that option out of that. Cooper takes the ball, runs a power instead. And there's whistles blowing, I think, before the snap. With 38 seconds to go in the quarter, I think that play will be nullified. And there was a whistle blowing. I think Columbia moved. Now they picked up about, or Sewell, one or the other, they picked up about 4 illegal motion. Lineman moving, 5-yard penalty, back to the 25, 1st and 15. 37 seconds to play in the first quarter, 11-7. Columbia, nothing.
Here's that secondary for the Blue Devils. Garrett will play at a corner. Ricky Phillips plays at a corner. Mo Thompson and Ron C., the safeties. Lebanon having to replace 2 3-year starters from last year's football team, Zach Manier and, of course, Damon Stone. Stone, a all-stater who went to Tennessee Tech. 2 3-year starters missing out of that secondary.
Tailback is Dial. The quarterback's Cooper. They send a wide out to the right. Take it. Sprinting to the right. Looking. We hit him in the backfield and miss him. And then Boscardelli brings him down. He finally throws it. I don't know whether they call grounding or not. They say no. Marscardelli was chasing him. He had him back there around the 20. And the quarterback, Cooper, did a good job, I guess, of throwing it in the ground. And the quarter has come to a halt. Lebanon leads 7-0.
Barry Wumble. We are at Lebanon Cablevision with Robin Vance to make a small presentation. On behalf of the Blue Devil Booster Club, LHS cheerleaders, coaches, players, and fans, we'd like to say thank you for your support and also present to you a souvenir stadium cushion as a token of our appreciation. Thank you very much.
Ball comes back into play on the 25-yard line.
And Columbia will have it, I think, 3rd down. They say 2nd on the sideline. It is 2nd down. That's right, Terry Stafford. We did have a penalty, didn't we? It's 2nd down, and looks like about 15. They call that an incomplete pass. 2nd and 15. Wishbone set with a split end to the right. Take the ball. They run the dive to the fullback. Flags on the play. Cooper kept it. Fumble the ball. Rolling around. Devils have recovered it again. It's recovered by Tony Cantrell. There's flags everywhere. Check the flags now. Check the flags. There's 3 of them on the field. We've got the ball if it's not against us. They're calling for Lebanon. I think we'll refuse it. Lebanon will have that football somewhere around the 30-yard line. Recovered by future All-Mid-Stater, I'll say, Tony Cantrell.
Bruce, great effort by that Lebanon defense as Cooper, with that burst of speed, looked like he was going to get the corner turned, but Lebanon with the super pursuit. Tony Cantrell coming down the line of scrimmage, making the tackle and popping that football loose, and recovers for Lebanon. And the Blue Devils in business once again. Lebanon
may try to hit them quick right here now. Let's see. They're on the 31 or 2. 1st and then Columbia's thrown 3 times. We've got 2 of them. Pitch to Moss. He's knocked down. He got a yard to the 30, and unless they put it back to the, I don't know where he got anything. Give him 0. He knee touched on the 31 and a half, and that's about where he started. We'll call it 2nd and 10. They run that little tall sweep again.
Bruce, if he keeps his feet, he's got a little running room. Stone Cipher checks in with the play, and out goes Mo Thompson.
2nd down and 10.
Stone Cipher, a senior. Man, he's battled it. He stayed out 4 years, and he's getting playing time. Reeder comes the same side Stone Cipher does. Back to pass triplet. He's looking out here for Reeder. He's open. Reeder cuts it outside. Got it, and then somebody hit him late. They didn't call a flag. Down around the 15, check it, around the 25-yard line. That was just a straight-out pass and about a 7-yard gain. They're going to move it now back to the 26. We're going to give him only 5 and call it 3rd and 5. Cantrell comes in, Sellers comes in, Thompson comes in.
I believe this football team, Bruce, is in as good a condition as any Lebanon team I've seen. We are trying to keep fresh people in there, but we have really pulled out all the stops getting these kids ready for this season opener.
I see it. Columbia just jumped off sides as we went on 2, and that's what they probably had no play call, Tommy. No play, and that might give us a 1st down. Depends on how big a foot the referee's got. He's going to step it off, and let's see if he's first down. I think Blue Devils. He looks across the way, and first down Devils. Lebanon went on no play or was going to go on 2. Columbia jumped in that neutral zone. We get a free 5 yards and a first down on the 21.5. Lebanon driving, leading 7-0. Thompson split wide to the left. Reeder's wide to the right. Moss is back at tail. Cantrell's at full. We pitch it to Moss. Moss trying to get outside, won't get anywhere. They shot that corner. Strong safety 1. Number 23 was really shooting up hard there for Columbia. Damon, and he knocked him down. Lost actually back maybe a yard and a half.
And as we said earlier, Columbia likes to stunt, play the games up front a little bit and bring those corners and linebackers. Lebanon needs to catch them in one of those plays, maybe hit a hot pass or something on the sideline, try to take advantage of that gambling defense.
Mo Thompson one-on-one over here. Fake a dive, put in the option, wide open Sellers. Sellers cuts it in on the 20. He's to the 15, the 10 to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sellers on the option. We have never run an option very much with Greg Triplett, but he came out and run it to perfection, and Sellers cut it back in and rambled 21.5 or 22 yards. Touchdown, 13-0.
And Sellers doing a good job avoiding contact, makes a little juke move around the 10-yard line and just kind of skates into the end zone. Atwood's going to snap it to Reeder as Triplett attempts the PAT.
Greg Triplett to kick to try to make it 14-0. Placement down, the kick is up, and the kick is high, and the kick is good. 14-0. Lebanon on Columbia with 10:32 to go in the half.
Stakes and Hookers was head off to make a small presentation. On behalf of the Blue Devil Booster Club, LHS cheerleaders, coaches, players, and fans, we would like to say thank you for your support and also present to you a souvenir stadium cushion as a token of our appreciation.
Well, thank you, and on behalf of Stakes and Hooker, we say go Blue Devils.
Triplett with the extra point. It's 14-0 Lebanon, 10:32 left in the second quarter.
Bryson kicks off. It goes to Sewell on the 15 to the 20, 25. We hit him and knock him down. And getting down on the kickoff team for Lebanon, number 85, was Inslee Hagan.
Good quickness by Hagan. He's one of the contained men on the kick team. He comes down and just breaks down, waits for the return man to come his way, and he's right there to put a hat on him. Lebanon on top, 14-0.
Ball on a 20, we'll call it the 27.5, maybe give him, we'll just say 27. First and 10, 27-yard line. Lebanon 14, Columbia nothing, 10:13 to go. Columbia in that wishbone set. Quarterback Cooper. Lebanon up in that 50 deep defense. Take the ball, give it to the full, fake it, pitch it. Here we come. We hit him. We miss him. We hit him again and knock him down. We had everybody covered. Our end got the quarterback. Our strong safety came up. Rose got there. Thompson was there. He might have got a yard out of it.
Bruce, we just converged on the football as Troy Adams made initial contact. Then Ricky Phillips comes up on the pitch man. Mo Thompson comes over to help out, and I noticed Mo was grabbing for the football as he makes that tackle. Lebanon trying to get another cheap one here in the second quarter.
Lebanon's already converted 2 fumbles into touchdowns. Columbia's fumbled 3 times. They got one of them back there safe. They get in a wing set, take the ball, hand it off to their tailback. He's up the middle. He's not going to get much. I see Troy Adams down under, and also see number 52, Zach Greer, hitting him down under.
Greer checked in at one of those linebacker spots as Sellers out getting a break. So Greer, the senior, in there working with Rose at the linebacker spots. Out of the football game goes Alds. So in at the defensive front, we've got Hasty, Bryson, and Cantrell. They will keep a fresh defensive lineman in almost every series.
Lebanon got a lot of depth. They're going with the twin sets back there. Ron C. and Mo Thompson's the twin backs in the secondary. Third down and 8.5. They run a reverse, and we hit him and knock him down in the backfield. And guess who it is? Tony Cantrell. The nose guard just shot through. They tried to run a reverse, and they lost about 7 or 8 out of it, all the way back to the 23.
Bruce, I said it earlier before we went on the air. Nobody has done a job on Tony Cantrell so far this year in the scrimmages, Wortman in practice. Nobody has been able to block Tony Cantrell consistently all season long. Reeder goes back in punt return formation. Bell is the punter for the Lions.
Lebanon's got 10 men up on the line. This may be trying to block it. Columbia's got a lot of people moving around. They got set high snap over his head. It's rolling back, and they pick it up, and we hit him back on the 1-yard line. That's the worst thing he could have done. He could have took a safety, but we've got it on the 1-foot line. If he'd only picked it up and been smart, Bell that is, he'd have run back in the end zone, but we're going to get it on the half-a-yard line. Tommy, great break for us.
By half a yard, he makes the wrong decision. If Bell decides to go into the end zone or just throw that thing out of the back, Columbia can at least take a deep breath after that safety and go back and play some more defense. But now their backs against the wall as Lebanon's short yardage offense comes out on the field, and they're going to hit them like a wild elephant.
Power left, take it kind of off Rose. I don't think he got in. He got very close. We hit him. Columbia was waiting on him. Power our left. Bell chased the football back to the end zone. In fact, he may have gotten in the end zone, and then he came back out, which is the wrong thing to do when we knocked him down on about the half-a-yard line. So Lebanon trying to convert another turnover into a touchdown. Workman comes up over the ball. Power high left. Rose is up back with a fullback Cantrell. Sellers a tailback. Give it to Rose. Touchdown, Steve Rose, and we lead 20-0. Rose just jammed it for a yard and a touchdown. Lebanon's converted 3 turnovers into 3 touchdowns with 6:58 to go in the half. Lebanon on top. I'm not sure who tackled him, Tommy. You'll be watching it on TV tomorrow, but somebody tackled him on a 1-yard line. I didn't get the number.
But it looked like there were about 3 jerseys down there. I know Garrett was